So, why are you a CPS worker? Why is there a chaplaincy in your school? Why are you involved in a ministry in your local church? Why does your ministry exist at all? The answer is simply so that God will be honoured. That means that everything you do, that's the filter it goes through. Will God be honoured and glorified by the action I'm about to take? And that will determine not only what you do, but how you do it. Why is there a CPS worker at Tumby Bay? So that God will be glorified. Does that make sense? Long before we get to helping kids, long before we get to working with difficult kids, long before we get to community involvement, long before we get to any of those things, you are there so that in that school, God's name is honoured and God's name is glorified. And that gives you the grid to pass everything through. And if you got nothing else out of this conference, didn't pick up any techniques or tips or programs you can run, but simply went back to your school with a passion that everything you do was going to bring glory to God, and nothing you would do would ever hide his glory, you might have to wipe out half the stuff you're currently doing. You might have to change the way you approach everything. Because that's why you were created, and that's why your ministry exists. Jesus' purpose was to bring glory to God. Your purpose for existing is to bring glory to God. Your ministry's purpose for existing is to bring honor and glory to God's name. Honoring God, is that what you live and die for? Honoring God, is that what your ministry will live and die for?